Hi, this is Apple Watch Dave, and today I want to talk to you about the battery on the Apple Watch Ultra 3. So, Apple says that this battery now has got 6 more hours use than it did have before. But it seems to be that a lot of that seems to be coming down to the sleep tracking function, because it seems that actually Apple is now just including the sleep tracking function as part of its daily metrics. So that's, I suppose, in a way fair enough, because usually you're going to sleep with your Apple Watch, aren't you? So 24 hours on the standard one, now 42 hours on the Ultra 3. But is it actually any better? So what I've done is I've used this watch now for about just over 36 hours. I've done 2 lots of sleep tracking with it, okay, because I took it off the charger about just gone 9 o'clock the other night. Okay, so 36 hours, and we've used the sleep tracking twice. You can see they've got the new sleep score there, which is pretty cool. Works nicely, doesn't it, on one of the watch faces? Let's have a look. There you go. You can have it front and center on the watch face if you like. It's a nice addition, the sleep score. This app here, though, Gentle Streak, I still think is better for analysing your sleep. So I've had it on for about, 36 hours. I've done 2 lots of sleep scores, and then this morning I've just been out for a 5-mile run. So let's have a little look. And during that, there we go, 8 kilometers, 5-mile run, 45-minute run. And in that time, I was streaming a podcast the entire time using the new 5G function. So I didn't download it before I went. I was out and about and using that, all right? So we've had 36 hours with this Apple Watch. And yeah, let's see where we are then, okay? So if we go into settings and into the battery, let's have a look and see where we are. As I say, I've done that run and everything, so we're at 34%. So you can see there, last charged Sunday at 21:12. So what? It's had 37 hours of use, and that's included. You can see the end bit there, that's in focus, not really. The last bit there is a bit of a drop off, isn't there, where I've been using the cellular function. But the new 5G, pretty good actually, to be fair, much smoother and probably less of a battery drain. Now, what have I changed on this, anything at all? Well, one thing I have changed is I've, I get the right button press would help, is I've taken off Wi-Fi. Okay, I never use Wi-Fi on it. It's always connected to my watch, to my phone, sorry, or it's using cellular. So I never use Wi-Fi, so I've turned that off. And I've also turned off blood oxygen monitoring as well, because I feel like that uses a lot of battery up, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't got COVID and I don't have any health conditions where I need to know my blood oxygen. It's pretty much okay all the time. So I've taken that off. So you might say to yourself, well, that's obviously helped the battery a little bit. I've used this watch face throughout. Obviously it's got the new functionality. I don't know if I can, there you go. So it's gone dark now, but you can still see it's moving on there. So pretty much use this watch face throughout the time I've had it as well. And you can see it's moving there with the new screen display. So I'm using it in what I feel is a real world example. As I say, 37 hours, and a 5-mile run, and what we at, 34%, so still a third of the battery left. Now, I had an Ultra 1. This is definitely better, but I think that's because the Ultra 1 was 3 years old, 3 and a bit years old. So that'll have obviously been a factor there as well. Have you got any of the new Apple Watches? What do you think? Is the battery any better? As I say, I feel like Apple's just now incorporating sleep tracking. So for example, on the Series 11, I don't think there's a 25% increase in battery life. I think they're just counting sleep tracking now, and therefore it will last that long. As I say, whether this is any greater or not, I don't know. But it's a great watch, using it a lot throughout that time. And you can see you're getting sort of 36, 37 hours. So definitely Apple's 42 hours, even with my 5-mile run in there streaming, I'm still going to get the 42 hours that Apple says. But I guess had I started the test in the morning, maybe done a full day in a sleep track and then another full day, whether that would have got the same amount of time. Obviously the 2 lots of sleep tracking maybe have given it a little bit of an advantage. But let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is that good enough? Is it better than what it was? Are you interested in the battery life? Does it matter really? One of the key things with this watch is it's got the fast charge. Okay, so that makes a massive difference. That's actually bigger than any battery upgrade, because you used to have to bang my Ultra 1 on the charge, probably in the end, probably for about 90 minutes to fully charge it. Easy, an hour's charge would be required just to get like sort of half battery, whereas this is much, much, much quicker. But that could be down to the fact it's a newer watch, and obviously it's got the fast tracking and charging as well. Let me know what you think.